For our Mechanical Systems Lab project, we created a CNC pancake maker. Our motivations behind making this project were from watching a YouTube video of some man creating a pancake with using degrees of deadness to create depth within an image, and we did this as we converted to a CNC process so that you don't have to have artistic talent to actually make an awesome pancake, as seen below in the tiger. We used MATLAB, Mastercam, and Techno-CNC to create an image of pancake batter. MATLAB was used for the image processing, where we separated the image into three different layers, basically, which consisted of taking the image, breaking it into a matrice, and grabbing similar pixel values from each image, and then layering them on top of each other to create the depth. Mastercam was used to convert it into something the CNC could actually print. This can be used to teach children about CNC, which is kind of an emerging market in engineering and pretty interesting. So this is definitely an introduction to technology that is fun and edible, so it's awesome. And once everything is set up, it's relatively easy to use. Probably the biggest obstacle would be importing the image into MATLAB script, which we could create a function, and it would be very easy and pretty straightforward. This is our MATLAB code. As you can see, we turned it into a grayscale image so that everything is on a 0 to 255 scale, and 0 being black, 255 being white. So there's a gap in between each of the bands that we chose so that we didn't have small dots and dashes, or at least we tried to limit them, so that if there was a color that was on that borderline, we didn't grab every other pixel going across the screen.
After MATLAB, the image is imported into Mastercam, and a toolpath is created from that image. We also did some cleanup, removing all the small areas that would be difficult for the CNC machine to draw, and would also reduce the amount of time it takes to draw the image. As a test, we drew the image with a pen instead of the pancake maker because it hadn't been developed yet, and also it's just an easy thing to do in class. This is a video of one of those tests where we took an image of Mickey Mouse and ran it through our MATLAB code and into the CNC program. You can see in this one there is a lot of segmented lines. This is something that you have to fine-tune using those values, the 0 to 255 values, to try to make sure they're all clumped together to limit the amount of segments. This is the control box for the CNC machine. All the outputs to the stepper motors come out here. That includes an output to run the spindle, which would be the cutter for the mill. We have tapped into it via these two wires, which runs into a circuit made by Tech Jared Reese, as you can see right here, which takes the signal from the relay and then allows us to power the pancake making apparatus via these wires and this power supply. This is our pancake dispensing apparatus on the CNC machine. This is the hopper that holds the pancake mix. This would be the pump that would pressurize the hopper to then dispense the pancake mix, but the power supply is not powerful enough to run this pump. So for now we've just got this light hooked up instead so we can just see when it turns on. This is the input from the control box, which we talked about earlier. And then this is a pressure regulating valve so that when air comes in here, pressurizes the mix, we can adjust the pressure, which would adjust the flow rate of pancake out of the nozzle. The viscosity of the pancake mix is such that a valve is not necessary to stop the flow of pancake mix, as we have seen in another video. This is a test showing the light turning on and off, which would be the pump, and also just making sure the machine can move the apparatus around. You can see the pressure valve just dangling there.
So the bulk of our problems came in the image processing step. In MATLAB, we were able to separate the picture into 3 separate images, but there was a lot of overlap and all these small dots were produced, These small dots were once imported into Mastercam. The small dots were really hard for the Techno CNC to draw, so we would either have to manually delete all the little dots and geometries, or just leave them, and as seen in the Mickey Mouse video, the Techno would just draw them and it would take a longer time. Another problem was that the pancakes are messy, so we weren't actually able to use Pancake batter for our project, just for logistical reasons. How to continue? Again, just perfecting the MATLAB code so that it will do exactly what we want it to do, and give us clean pictures each time. Eventually we would like to get to the level of this dinosaur, but instead of having a person do it, we can do it on the Techno CNC. And also to work on our Mastercam skills, just so instead of doing 3 separate tool paths, we can put it all in one, tell the Techno CNC to draw one layer, wait a couple seconds so it'll darken, add another layer, wait more time, and then add another layer, and continue like that.
So this is a MATLAB code running. These are our 3 images, this being one, the other, the last one. This is the grayscale image that those are pulled from. And here's just another shot of our code. But thank you for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed our project.
Pancake.